Hello, this is Steve in the repair department, Airguns of Arizona. Today we're going to be looking at the Brocock Compatto, and I'll be going through some of the minor trigger adjustments on this rifle. Something that's very simple, and let's go ahead and get started. What you want to do is take a 5mm wrench, and you'll find that there's an Allen screw in the pistol grip section of this gun. Okay, the first step that we're going to do is we're going to remove the trigger guard itself. 3mm Allen wrench. This is something that you don't have to remove if you don't want to. I find it easier to actually look and get close up to the set screws. Okay, we're at the point of the adjustments. There's an adjustment for the safety, which is the first Allen screw. There's a adjustment on the second stage is for the position of the trigger blade, and the third adjustment is actually adjust the travel of the trigger blade itself. These two actually adjust the trigger blade and how much movement you have when the rifle is cocked. Okay, well, in case for those of you that don't have the actual manual, this is a very simple step-by-step adjustment guide. As you can see, there's the safety adjustment, that's number C, which is this adjustment here, which is closest to the safety. A and B, which is your first stage adjustment and the position of your actual trigger blade. I don't think there's a lot that you can do to the weight of the trigger in this gun. It's kind of a preset trigger. You can get it a little crisper by adjusting D, which is the adjustment that attaches actually to your sear. That's your second stage adjustment. If you adjust that too light, the gun won't even cock. And so what I'll do is I'll show you that adjustment. The adjustments for the safety, you'll just want to make sure that the safety is operational. So a lot of times I'll set and I'll cock the gun and I'll pull the trigger. And if I know that the safety is working right, then of course the gun's it's not gonna release. And so if I take it off safety, then it should decock, which it does. And so it decocks, the trigger is nice and crisp. Not a lot that I have to do with this trigger. In fact, you probably won't have to do anything with your triggers once you get this gun. Again, there's one Allen screw that you can play with if you're trying to maybe get it just a little lighter, and that's the back Allen screw here, and that would be the D in the manual. Okay, so I'm going to use a 1.5 millimeter. Okay, right now the rifle, I've got it out of adjustment, and so if I screw in too far, which means that I'm going clockwise, I can actually make it where the rifle won't cock. And so I'll screw that in. Now I sit here and the rifle is not cocking. So what I'll do here is I'll back it off. If I'm trying to get it as light as possible, I'll sit there and I'll go a little step by step until I know that it actually engages. In this case, I engage the sear, but I'd be a little leery at this point because I've hardly got any adjustment on it at all. So I'll actually take it just a little bit further, knowing that it's not going to decock on me, but in any case, you don't want the gun to go off and do any damage. So I'll go ahead and check and see the crispness of the trigger, which it's very light. I'll make sure that the safety works as I cock the gun. Safety is working now, no problems there. Take the safety off, works fantastic. So I'd say that we're ready to go. An easy adjustment, something that I think anyone can do. Again, you're not going to get, I don't think, this trigger down to ounces, and maybe just over a pound, but it's something that if you'd like to give it a try, just make sure that you follow these directions. I'll go ahead and I'll install the trigger guard back on. Very easy. Just, if you want to, which I would recommend, put a little bit of Loctite on that Allen screw and make sure that it actually doesn't move. You don't want that to back out in any way. We'll go ahead and attach the stock 5mm wrench, and at this point we'll go ahead and we'll cock the gun, close the bolt. I know there's no pellets in the barrel. I always aim in a direction that's safe, that you're not going to do any damage. And you can check your trigger pull out then, of course. Very crisp trigger. Make sure that the safety works. We'll cock the gun again, do the safety. No problems there. Good safety. Take it, remove the safety, ready to go. There we go. We've adjusted the trigger on the rifle. Everything works like I expect it to on this rifle. It's a fantastic rifle. Nice, crisp trigger. Again, the Brocock Compatto. That's probably one of my favorite guns, especially to take out whenever you're doing some small game hunting. Again, this is Steve in the repair department, and if you like, take a look at some of our other videos. Until then, see you soon.